You are now entering a techie zone.
Welcome back into the Mind of the Techies world, and no, this is not deja vu. You've already seen this machine before. This is the G3 PowerBook, not Wall Street, it's the Lombard G3 Wall Street PowerBook that I unboxed a while ago. The background noise you're hearing is I've got fans going on in here. It is hot in here, so please bear with it. If you are expecting professionalism, you probably came to the wrong channel. But, you know, it's just hot in here, so I've got like fans galore going on in here. But anyway, so what I thought I'd do in this video is we're going to see how well or how terrible this machine performs on the internet. I just put finger marks on it. Is that what I just did to it? Looks like I got fingerprints on it. Boo-hoo! I'm gonna have to clean that off. I didn't know it did that. Well, it's rubber, but anyway, we're gonna see how good or how terrible this machine performs on the internet. So let's go ahead, and I don't even know if this thing will even start up. Let's see here. I've had it sitting on my shelf. Okay. I don't know how much battery power this thing has. Probably not a lot, because I've just had it sitting on my laptop shelf over there, so probably gonna have to get the power adapter. But anyway, this is that G3 PowerBook that I unboxed a while ago. During the unboxing, I took the hard drive out and I reinstalled a copy of OS 9. So this is going to be more along the lines of web browsing on OS 9 on a PowerBook G3. How horrible or how good or maybe how horrible it actually is. This thing does not have internal Wi-Fi, so what we're going to be using is this thing. Some of the young people on this channel may not have any idea what this is because we're so used to wireless. This is called a networking cable. It's an Ethernet Cat5 networking cable, Cat5. And I have to undo the tie here. Gotta set the camera down for a minute. So I was able to get this to work. Now, as much as I would love to have Ethernet jack spewing off every single wall in my house, I unfortunately don't have that luxury. So what we're going to use is we're going to use a tool, not really a tool, but it's a feature of OS 10 on my MacBook Pro called internet sharing. And I've been able to get this to work over a tethered Ethernet connection, sharing my wireless connection from my MacBook Pro to this machine using an Ethernet cable. That's how I was able to get the Power Mac up and going when I first got it, before I put the Wi-Fi card in it. Now, as I mentioned in the unboxing video of this machine, this is prior to airport. So this machine will not support internal wireless. You can get airport cards, well, you can get Wi-Fi cards to work in here via a PC card. And yeah, that battery is going to die, so I have to go and grab the power adapter. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. You can't get the official Apple Airport card to work on these machines because they don't have internal antennas, but you can use a PC card, or if you were to upgrade this to OS 10, a USB dongle for Wi-Fi. But we're going to use the Ethernet connection, so I have to go and get the power adapter before this thing shuts off. Okay, so we're all plugged in and we are ready to go. So what I'm going to do here is, well, let's see, how are we going to do this? What I have to do first is we have to make sure that internet sharing is turned on, and I don't think it is, so I'm going to have to go and turn that on. So I have to go here and go to sharing, and it would be internet sharing. We're going to turn that on, and we're going to start that. We got to make sure that we're sharing our connection. From Wi-Fi to Ethernet, so we're good there. So now I don't know if it's going to reach. I may have to move the computer over, but well, let's see what we can do here. So what we need to do now, since we got that turned on, is we're going to take one end of our RJ45 cable, the horrible port door. I won't go into a rant about that right now, but we're going to plug it in. And I don't think it's going to reach. No, I'm going to have to move the computer over. So just give me 1 second here. So yes, I have been on the internet before with this machine over a tethered Ethernet connection. It's certainly not probably the best way to do it. Of course, why would you even be web browsing on an OS 9 machine anyway? But if you do have some use for internet on OS 9, which is really just too much of a frustration to begin with, you can. So we're going to take this Ethernet cable, and we're going to stick that into the, got to get it in the right place here, into the MacBook Pro there. And now we should be sharing our internet connection to it here. As you see here, I've got another MacBook Pro back here. This is my, no, you didn't miss anything. This is my old 13-inch MacBook Pro. Somebody left a comment on one of my other videos about this machine. I decided not to sell it. It sits here as my beta machine. Real quick, I have it running the OS 10 betas. As you see here, current beta of OS 10 El Capitan 10.11.6. So that is my old MacBook Pro, so that's what I use it for now, is just a beta machine. So we're just going to put that to sleep. But anyway, just wanted to show that, just in case anybody comments, did I miss anything? No, you didn't. So here we go. First off, we want to make sure that all of our settings are correct. Let's see. I gotta remember where it is in here. I think we went TCP/IP. That's what we want. And let's see. Everything looks to be correct. Let's go ahead and try this. Now, for web browsers on OS 9, you pretty much are very limited as to what you can run on OS 9 in terms of modern web browsers. OS 9 does ship with Internet Explorer, but I don't even know what version it is. It's right there. I don't know what version this is, but it's so out of date, it won't render anything besides the most basic of websites. So we're going to give that a try first. It's version 5. And yes, everything was correct. And let's just make that a little bit bigger here. Let's see. I hear no more sound effects. What happened there? Ah, there it is. Make that a little bit bigger. And of course, as you see here, websites won't barely load here. Let's try the Apple homepage. And I don't think it's going to do anything for us. Now this is version, let's see what version this is. I think it's 5 something. Let's see. There it is. It is version 5. What's the actual version number? Oh, there it is. 5.0. 5.0. The latest version of IE for Mac was 5.3, I think. And I believe 5.3 was available for both OS 10 and OS 9. I think it was 5 something. 5.3, I think, without looking it up. I think it's 5.3. So, again, not going to happen there. The only website that I know that still works on Internet Explorer is good old-fashioned Google. Because, again, Google is a very lightweight website. It doesn't require a lot of horsepower. So we're going to just type in PowerBook G3. Send that. And you can see, you know, it searches. I mean, you know, it actually works on very basic websites. It does work, but only for very lightweight. I don't even think Wikipedia will load. Let's try that. No, it gives me an error, so it's not going to load. So basically, I think everybody knows this. Internet Explorer on OS 9 or 10 or whatever, it's just not worth the hassle. Now, we do have alternative web browsers that we can use, such as iCab, which is that right there. I think iCab was an Australian web browser, I think. Oops. Or whatever. I don't know. Maybe it's French. It's not. Nothing here is in English. So this is a bit confusing because nothing here is in English. I don't even know what language this is. Thank you.
Cap 3 East Shareware.
It looks like it's German. Again, this is nothing on this browser is in English. So I have no, I don't know, is this French? I don't know. I'm not good at foreign languages. But whatever this is, I have no idea. And some people say iCab works somewhat better, so let's give it a try here. None of the menus are in English, but I can kind of get an idea as to what the menus are. It looks like it's French to me, but I don't know, I'm not good at other languages. I'm not bilingual. But, again, let's see, what version number is this? Again, I hope it would tell me such a thing. Hello. Oh, there it is. Whoops. That. Okay, go away. It is version number, this looks like it's the latest version. iCab 1999 to 2007, version 3.0.5. At least that's in English for some reason, but the rest of it isn't. Maybe I downloaded the wrong version, I don't know. And I noticed one thing while running iCab, the system kind of locks up a bit. So I don't know if this is a problem with iCab, or it could be the hard drive, because like I mentioned, I mean, you know, I don't know if you can hear that with the fan going, but the hard drive is noisy, and it is due for a replacement. But I've got other things I've got to spend money on right now that are a little bit more important than hard drives and stuff. But I think the whole system just locked up. Alright. So we're going to have to... got to get that reset switch. I did not plan for the system to lock up, but again, this is OS 9, so it's going to lock up. Hit the reset switch. Oops. And I've noticed it does that while running iCab. I don't think we're going to try iCab again. It only seems to lock up while iCab is running, because I had that problem once before with this machine. When I first put iCab on here, the whole machine locked up and I had to reset. So I don't know, that could be a problem with iCab, or it could be the hard drive. Again, I don't know, but it only seems like it's iCab that does it, so let's not open that again. There's another browser on here called Mozilla, which is that. Mozilla was the previous name to Firefox. Before it became the Firefox project, it was simply called Mozilla. And I think this is the last version of Mozilla. It's version, it says it's from 2003. And I think this is Mozilla 2.1, I think. A few years ago, this might have been the best way to go on OS 9, but we'll see how well it works in 2016. Let's see, and we're going to get website certificate. I want to accept that permanently so we don't get that, thank you. Let's see here. Let's see what version this is. It is, yes. It is Mozilla 5.0. Oh, Mozilla 1.3. Mozilla 1.3. I think this was before the Firefox project. And let's go ahead and try this. Now, one thing that's very interesting to me, and one thing that I think maybe, I don't know, I find it a little interesting that websites, okay, now we're getting something here. So this is progress. One thing that's interesting to me is websites are becoming dumbed down so they could run on our smartphones and our tablets. And you would think with websites becoming, you know, more 90-ish again, where they're becoming more dumbed down and more simpler, you would think they would still be able to run on older web browsers, but apparently that doesn't seem to be the case. Again, this is a little improvements, but again, not much. Again, we don't get everything. Let's try. Let's see. Let's try. I'm almost willing this. I'm willing to bet you this probably won't work, but we'll see. Now, there is a browser out there called Classilla. It is developed by the same people as 10.4 Fox. And 10.4 Fox is a browser that is meant for PowerPC Macs that are running OS X to have a more up-to-date browser. And they do make Classilla for these older OS 9 machines, but I can't get it on here unless I download it on another machine and I install it through a flash drive or a CD or something, because I tried downloading it. Hey, we get something. This is interesting. I didn't expect to get this. But I can't get Classilla to download in any web browser because, I don't know, the browser's too old and it won't open the link that they have on their website for it. I've tried it and I can't get it to work. This is something I didn't expect to see, at least this. So let's see if I can even log into my Facebook account. I don't think it's going to work, but again, it's proven me wrong twice. So let's see if it can prove me wrong a third time. So I'm going to log in here. I'll let you look at that while I log in here. Cookies are required. Well, let's see what we can do about that. So with that being the case, we probably won't be able to use Facebook then. Let's try. Now, even if this does work, no video will play. And oops, I spelt it wrong. Now, even if, hey, the Time Warner cable search thing actually works, and soon that will be switching to Charter, because I got a letter in the mail a few days ago, and I'm going to be switched over to Charter's, whatever their service is. So, yay! Not. I'm not happy about it, but what can you do? That's big business. Okay, so let's type that right this time. There. Now, even if this does load, no video will play. And the reason for that is A, no flash support. Now, YouTube has made HTML5 its standard video codec, and I don't think it's going to load. I think that told me it wasn't going to do it. It's made its standard video codec, and no, it can't establish a secure connection, so no. So, you know, YouTube is out of the question here because of that. But even if YouTube did load, no video will play because there's no flash support for this system. There never has been and there never will be. Okay, let's go ahead and see if I can get Classilla to download on here. We're going to do a little experimenting. Okay, so let's go ahead and try downloading Classilla. We're going to use Mozilla for this, because I believe it's the newest browser that is on here. Now, like I said, I haven't had good luck trying to download Classilla onto this machine from a browser in this computer. But we'll give it another shot, see if I can get it to work. Let's see. I want to go to Google for this. And I want to type in here, we want Classilla, I think that's how it's spelt. I'm going to continue that. Now, I really haven't used Classilla a whole lot. I have heard some good and bad things about it, but we'll see. We're going to download that. And click on this. Yeah, and this is what I get. It could not establish a secure connection. And I've tried this on, now of course I tried it on Internet Explorer and it wouldn't work. And I'm not even going to open iCab because it locks up the whole system. So we're not going to try that. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to try downloading it on the MacBook Pro and see if I can transfer it over. and see if we can do that. So that's a little heads up for you. If you're trying to get Classilla on OS 9, you have to do it through another computer, because you can't download it on OS 9 because no browser will accept it. So we're going to have to download it over here. So let's give that a try. Download commenced. Expanding. If this works and I can copy everything over, and I can copy the data over, then that would be fantastic. So, and no. So let's go ahead and do that.
Uh-oh.
Oops. Hold on here, hit the wrong button. Now you see why I don't like the ports being on the back of computers, because it's just a mess. Okay, let's do that and that. And the goal here is to get it to mount. That's what we want. We want it to mount on both systems, and I could copy data over. That's what I'm looking for here. And we may or may not be able to do this, but we'll see. It mounts there, so that's a good sign. One more shot, let's give it a try. Yes, there it goes. So now we're copying that Classilla folder that we downloaded to the flash drive. And then when that's done, we're going to plug it in. It should still mount, and it's done. Eject that. It still should mount, and we should be able to transfer Classilla over to the machine here. Plug that in, and I heard it mount. And there it is. There's the folder. We're going to drag this. I need to bring up my applications folder. I'm going to drag it into the applications folder, and it's going to copy. And we're just going to wait for that to copy and see what we get. And now it's doing a file index. We're just going to stop that. We don't need it to do that right now. So we've got that copied over to the applications folder. So I'm going to go into here, and we should see, where is it in here? Classilla. And there's the folder there. And there it is. I'm going to drag it, add it to my launcher, and close out all these windows. So now, since we've got Classilla on the machine, I'm going to go ahead and eject my flash drive, since we don't need that plugged in anymore. Horrible camera work, but I'm trying to look at the computer screen, not through the monitor of the camera. So there's horrible camera work because I'm trying to do that. I'm only one person, you know. So, okay, so let's go ahead and click on it here, see what we get. Now, I've never really used Classilla, so we'll see how well it works. Now, Classilla, I believe, is supposed to be like I said, it's probably the only up-to-date version, the only up-to-date browser that is still, I don't know, supported on OS 9, I guess. I don't know what the proper term here is. But I don't know when the last time Classilla was updated. I really don't know, but I don't even know if the project's been abandoned. I don't know. It is the current version, 9.3.3. Let's see if it tells me anything about when it was. Let's see, I want a copyright date here, so let's see if it tells me a thing. It's 9.3.3 Gecko, copyright date of 2014. So this might have been the last, who knows, might have been last updated in 2014. Still not bad. But of course the proof is in the pudding. So let's go ahead and I want to select all that. Are you going to do that for me? There we go. And let's try the Apple homepage here. And again, we have the same issue that we had on Mozilla, which is the rendering issue. So again, you know, we still have this issue. It's somewhat functional. Let's try that. Again, it's not totally unusable. It's functional to a degree. But what that degree is, I don't know. So obviously it doesn't render modern websites properly, as you see here. It won't render the Apple homepage. Let's try Facebook once again. So, I don't know. And we get the, and again, I expected this. I expected to get the mobile version of Facebook because I've heard of Classilla doing this, where because it's not up to date, it gives you the mobile version. But we'll see if I can log in. Let's see. So I'll let you look at that again while I log in real quick. Okay, so as you see here, it logs me in. But again, we get the mobile version of the website, and things do look like they render on the mobile version. Shall we try making a status? Let's see. This is being typed on, on a 1999, I almost said 98, but it's a 99, Mac, I don't think you can see what I'm typing. There we go. Macintosh PowerBook G3 running Mac OS. It's hard for me to type, I only got one hand. I'm holding the camera. 9.2.2. Yeah. Smiley face. So there you go. Shall we post it? Post. And see if it takes it. And it did. Your status has been updated. So this was typed on a PowerBook G3. So again, you know, you can get on the mobile version of Facebook. I think Twitter will probably do the same thing. But let's take a look here really quickly. So yeah, we get the mobile version. And again, if I were to sign in, it would probably give me the same thing, just the mobile version of Twitter. So, you know, it is usable to some extent. Let's try, let's see, Yahoo, I guess. I don't know. Let's see how well this works. And again, it doesn't load like the main Yahoo homepage does, but, you know, it's still usable to some extent. Japanese parents, abandoned son in Bearfest Forest. Let's see this. And let's see if this will load. So it looks like it's somewhat usable to some extent. It's not as usable, let's say, you know, the new version of Safari or Firefox or Chrome, but it does look like it's usable. So you could get by using Classilla. Again, you know, and this is not too bad. We get flying toasters! Woo! Okay. So again, you know, it looks to be usable to some extent. So, I don't know. With Classilla, you might be able to do some light web browsing on here. So maybe OS 9 has some hope still. I think we'll probably stop there, but I think you get the idea. So, who knows? OS 9 still might have some hope left. Hopefully that the people who are behind Classilla update it, and if it's still a modern, you know, if it's still a current project, I don't know if it is, but I don't know. Maybe OS 9 has some hope left in it. You know, with Classilla, you could probably get by really well. So I'm gonna end this video. I've been yakking for way too long, and this is way too long. So I'm going to end the video here. If you liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from the Techies World, hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button down below. And I will see you with the next tech video. Thank you for watching.
No firefighters need to help me.